Hello.
Oh,
Yes, you can hear me now, Felix.
yes.
Yes. Welcome back, of course. And yeah, what did you do with your 10-minute break? Did you do something else?
I no, just go to the toilet.
You know what? But but after this class, right? So you're gonna just stay there and do something.
Just stay there.
Mm. You're outside, right? Or
Yeah, I'm outside because I try to stay outside to stay to stay focused because
mm,
I'm I'm quite lazy. I can stay at home because I will sleep all day long. Yeah.
oh, that's the main reason. So where are you now then? Like Starbucks? Are you in
Yes, yes,
a Starbucks?
yes.
Oh, okay. So you often go there.
Yeah, because today I want to have a restaurant.
Mm?
I have a delicious restaurant nearby, so I stay here to uh w- to wait for my dinner.
Oh, so when did you arrive there?
Yeah, I don't know
Mm.
because that restaurant today is the final day,
Oh.
so I I plan to have have lunch, but it's full of reservation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Then I have to wait until the dinner time.
Ah, okay. So that's why you're there in Starbucks to just kill the time.
Yes, yes.
And you're comfortable there. Everything's good on your end.
I'm not sure because it's quite noisy and I didn't expect that. And the Wi-Fi connection good. Isn't isn't good. Yeah.
I see, I see. All right. But yeah, we'll just make the most out of it then because this time we're gonna have our next part, of course, our parts two and three. And I just want to clarify that you can hear me well and it's clear on your end, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right then. So, yes, this time, Felix, you're ready to start our part two.
Okay.
You're still there?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So, we're just gonna start immediately so we can talk about your answers right away after that. So,
Okay.
okay, Felix. So I welcome you again to our practice test. And for part two, you know the drill already. So
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a topic. And here, of course, I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. And you only have a minute to prepare, but you can make notes if you wish. So let me share the cue card for a moment. You can see it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this time, Felix, I'd like you please to describe a time when you encouraged someone to do something that he or she didn't want to do. You should say who he or she is, what you encouraged him or her to do, how he or she reacted, and explain why you encouraged him or her to do it. So,
Okay.
Felix, your 1 minute starts now. All right, Felix, your 1 minute is up. Okay,
Yeah.
remember, you only have 1 to 2 minutes to talk about the topic, so you're gonna hear the sound when the time is up, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
So, you may start speaking now, please.
Okay. I like to talk about a time I encouraged my close friend Leo to set out for his comfort zone. At that time, we were both university students, and a public speaking competition was being organized by English speech club. I strongly encourage him to sign up for it because it is actually an incredible, brilliant person with unique insights. But uh, he's always been quite introverted and terrified of being the center. When I first suggested his reaction was quite negative, and because he was nervous and refused saying he was uh, nervous on stage and embarrassed himself. However, I didn't give up. I spent a few days persuading him and even offer to help him practice his speech every evening. I explained to him this wasn't just about winning a prize, but about overcoming the fears and build confidence that were crucial for his future career. Eventually, he uh, agreed to participate. To our delight, he ended performing exceptional well. And even though he didn't win the first prize, I truly believe he had a talent that deserved to be heard, and I didn't want his doubt himself to such valuable opportunity.
Thank you so much for that one, Lex. But how about you? Who usually encourages you in your life?
Uh, I try to make more practice to encourage myself, and just like recently I have participated in so many interviews to help me build the confidence, and I think practice makes perfect.
Practice makes everything perfect. Yes. Thank you so much for that one, Felix. So this time I'm gonna ask you further questions about it. And the first question would be, how can leaders encourage their employees?
Leaders can motivate their employees in several ways. Firstly, uh, financial incentives like performance is always effective. Uh, for example, a leader can give uh, some allowance during meetings or provide opportunity for prof- professional development, such as training workshop subsidies when employees feel their hard work is acknowledged.
And parents, when should parents encourage their children?
Uh, yes, I'm sorry. Parents should offer encouragement, particularly when their children face uh, frustration or failures. For example, if a child performs poorly in exam or loses a match, that's the time they need to promote us. They need emotional support to rebuild their confidence. Uh, Furthermore, parents should encourage their children when they are trying something new, like stepping into the unknown can be quite uh, scary for a young person.
And what kind of encouragement should parents give?
I believe the best kind of encouragement is uh, you need to uh, be process oriented rather than the result one. Instead of just saying you are so smart when a child gets praise, a parent rather should say, I'm so proud of you. How hard you have studied. This helps children value effort and moreover provide uh, uh, provide a comfort. Their children know it's okay to fail.
Do you think some people are better than others at persuading?
Yes, definitely. Some people uh, are more emotional, uh, which allows them to read people's emotion. Moreover, uh, effective persuaders are usually excellent listeners. They understand the other's concern. Uh, while some are gifted for uh, persuade, persuasion is also a skill that can be developed through practice and learning.
And should children do everything their parents ask them to do?
Uh, in my opinion, it depends on the children's age. Uh, when the, when children are very young, they should generally follow their parents' guidance for their safety. However, as they grow into teenager and young adults, it's important for them to develop critical thinking and a sense of autonomy. If a child um, follows every command blindly, they might struggle to make independent decision later in life.
Thank you so much for that one, Felix. And yeah, that was actually the last question that ends our practice test for this afternoon. Thank you so much for that. Easy, Felix?
Not a,
Not at all. Why not? What makes this hard, like this set?
because the poetry is more
Mm,
it's more difficult.
mm,
Even though I had practiced several times, I
mm,
can fluently express my opinion.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So you have practiced several times there. How did you do it then? How did you practice? Because I gave you the topic, right? But not the question. So how did you practice?
Uh, I just try to uh, uh, um, get, because I just Google a hint. How
Mm,
can I using this kind of how can I get use well of this hint or
mm,
just give me some advices
mm, mm,
what questions might be what questions I can answer or behave well.
mm. So you tried to search, yeah, the topics or yeah, connected questions about the topic there. Okay. So now, well, you still did good here for our for our parts two and three practice, Felix, of course. So here, let's start with part part two. Here. So, okay, for part two, did you find this hard to answer or not at all?
I would
Or
say
just okay?
it's pretty hard. No, uh,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
yeah, because I seldom have this opportunity to encourage my friends.
Ah,
So
okay.
I try to uh, take me as an example. Yeah, yeah. Use my own experience.
Oh, so it was a real experience.
I
Oh, that's actually good then. So here, when it comes to your fluency and coherence here, Felix, so for part two, you actually talked about encouraging your close friend Leo, right?
study.
Leo. Okay. So you said here, okay, you encourage him to join a public speaking competition. So the good thing about this one is you included all key parts here, Felix. Who he is, yes, what you encouraged him to do, his reaction, and also your efforts to persuade him, and the final result. This one is actually good because you completed the task and you included a clear story with a beginning and end. So that's actually your strength there. And you also showed a clear personal connection, especially when you explained that Leo is introverted and he is afraid of speaking in public. So
Uh,
you mentioned that you didn't give up. You really
yeah,
persuaded him. And you helped him practice as well.
yes.
So which makes your story more meaningful. It's actually good there. So now what we have to improve when it comes to our fluency and coherence is you need to mm, you need to develop each idea fully before moving on. Before moving on, for example, you mentioned about persuasion here. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe you can add like how many times you talked to him or what exactly did you say and how you changed his mind there. Just that one. So we have to develop each idea fully before moving on. But the good thing here as well is you finished everything just right on time, actually. There. Maybe yeah, last we only have 1 second left, I guess, before you heard the sound, right? And then you ended it right away. So which is good there. You know how to control it. Just that we have to develop each idea fully before moving on there. And I guess we have to adjust again our pacing here. I
Yes.
think you've been working on it, your pacing, right?
Yeah. I I I speak so slow. Yeah, I speak slowly. Yeah.
We have to adjust actually that one there. But this time it's not actually the same as before. This one's becoming better actually, but we have to adjust more, of course. But there's an improvement with your pacing actually. We just need to adjust more. Actually, but not too fast, of course, you know that. There. So that one. So our pacing and our okay, this one we need to develop each other. We need to develop each idea fully. And here You repeated the idea of encouraging him and confidence several times.
Yeah.
So you have to expand that one. Actually, so we'll try to avoid repeating ideas all over again as much as possible. That one. Well, when it comes to your linking devices, you have used that one actually. So just please keep it up when it comes to your linking words. Okay?
Mm,
Like
I'm not sure.
like linking words, like transitional devices.
Yeah.
We just have to keep it up. You have to add more how, like however, there, and use more precise linking words. You could say first and however, or in the end, that one. So just
Okay.
be more precise with it. Just that. Because you know how to use our transitional devices. Moreover, however, that just please keep it up. Don't forget to use that every time. Okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Now, here for our vocabulary and collocations. Okay, you actually use relevant topic vocabulary here, Felix. So you mentioned about comfort zone, introverted, a lot of relevant vocabulary actually.
Yeah.
You mentioned that, which is good. These are actually strong and appropriate for IELTS part 2, especially this one, and public speaking, which are high level topic words. So that's actually good. Now,
Okay.
here, uh, I think we can just upgrade your vocabulary for fluency. Okay. You mentioned about nervous. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is good. Do you have any other like words in mind that we can use here instead of nervous?
I can only think Japanese. No, I don't have any synonym.
No. Okay, no, that was really honest there. But this one, okay.
What?
Ah, anxious. You know, anxious.
Ah, anxious.
Yeah, you know that one. So,
Yeah.
anxious. What else? Anxious, self-conscious as well. So, anxious. Self-conscious. There. So something like that. So use
Oh, that's
few words. They're hesitant. There. So he's hesitant. He was hesitant to okay to join the competition. So we just have to upgrade your vocabulary for fluency
okay.
and idiomatic expressions, obviously. Like this one, you mentioned your introduction. Actually, it was you said I I just wanna clarify. You said to set up, or did I just misheard it?
State out of it.
Step out. Yeah, because this is what I heard. I'm sorry about that. So,
Awesome.
yeah, step out of its comfort zone. This one. So that's it. I just misheard it then. And here you really mentioned that at that time, which is a good start actually there at that time. And then, however, just good actually. And I also like this part. This wasn't just about winning. Like you mentioned it. Like this one, this competition wasn't just about winning. It's about this one overcoming fears You
Uh,
remember? Or not really?
it wasn't overcoming the fears.
Okay. So overcoming the fears and become confidence.
Build build confidence.
Okay. And build confidence. That was crucial for his future.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. So this part is actually really good. Like the idea there. So this wasn't just about winning. It's about this wasn't just about winning, but about overcoming fears. Let's just remove the and this one. Okay, because here we use overcoming.
Oh, building confidence.
Okay. Yeah, they should be parallel and building confidence, which was okay, that was crucial for his future. That one. But this one, this idea is actually really good there, Felix. So you can try to remember the structure actually, especially about yeah, joining something or making something new. So you can have this structure that this thing is not really about winning. This thing is not about making everything perfect, but blah blah
Oh,
blah. So this one is actually a good one. So you should really include this. Okay? This
okay.
one's easy to remember, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's actually good there. And then now, mm, okay, yeah, that one. Just upgrade our vocabulary and the structure. And you know a lot of idiomatic expressions, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe.
yes, maybe. So as much as possible, use like a few idiomatic expressions whenever you do part two, because it would also help you improve your score for your vocabulary part. So that. And when it comes to your grammatical structure, Felix, we just have to be consistent about our past tense here.
Oh,
This past tense there, because it's about before, right? Yeah, the situation,
yes.
so that one. So just be consistent with the tenses. All good?
Okay.
All right. No questions about it, right?
No.
Okay. Now, let's have part three then. Okay. Now, for our part three, okay, when it comes to our introduction or when it comes to our starters here, you did it well. Actually, Felix, like the starters are there, I believe, in my view, something like that. And you actually gave examples, which is good. Now, conclusion, please. Don't forget to be again consistent with your conclusion here. This one is really important because that would really help me to, that would be my sign to proceed to the next question as much as possible. Okay?
Oh, okay.
You know how to make a conclusion here, right?
Mm, maybe.
Maybe there. But just don't forget our phrases that would indicate that it's your conclusion. Like all in all, in conclusion, to sum up, that one. That's actually a
Okay.
good way to end it. That's just what's missing, actually. We have to be more consistent with that one. So now, I would also like to suggest that because here, okay, you have mentioned a lot of ideas actually. especially how to encourage employees and how to encourage children, something like that. So you started really strong actually. So you have to explain that one actually, Felix. Because earlier you just tend to you just said that okay, this one they should do this. But why? Why is it
Oh,
important? That one. So we just need to develop those ideas further. Okay? Because you listed or you shared multiple ideas and you didn't elaborate why. Why do they need to encourage that? Why do they need to do that? So just elaborate further our ideas. Is that okay?
okay.
All right. And this one I have noticed, yeah, you like to use however, moreover, and what else did you use? However, moreover, in my opinion, something like that. So this one, when it comes to however and moreover, okay, it's good that you use it, but you use it often, actually.
Yeah.
So use another phrases. So for however, do you have any synonyms in mind for however?
But
But yeah, it's not really that ideal. Another one then.
uh,
Mm. Yes,
um,
aside from
no.
however.
On the other hand,
Okay, yeah, it's alright actually. Yeah, you used this one in your like part one. However, as on the other hand,
wow,
well, a while. I'm sorry, this one.
wow.
There's more? Or that's it?
That's it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so you can use these actually, but yeah, we have a lot of alternatives we can use. Nevertheless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Never.
you're familiar, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Nonetheless.
oh, nonetheless, yeah, that's good. There. So similar to nevertheless. So you can use these
Okay.
words here, okay? You can use everything, so but don't try to repeat the same word all over again, please, as much as possible. How about moreover, please? Any idea for moreover?
Uh, in addition,
In addition,
additionally,
okay, in addition, additionally, I remember
to
you
put
used
it another way,
furthermore. To put it, to put it another, this one, right?
yes.
Okay. And I also heard earlier you use furthermore, that one, so that's good. So there. So you can use these as much as possible. Vary your expressions, Felix, because you know these, you know a lot. So you have to master using that one. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So, questions about this part here?
Maybe.
No questions?
No.
Okay, all right. And another thing again, our conclusion, please. Please don't forget to add one conclusion. It doesn't have to be long, just a quick one. And you have to develop your ideas there.
Okay.
So, all in all, a lot of conclusion starters. So, to sum up and so on there, I believe you know a lot. right?
Uh, to
Uh-huh.
what else I can say as a result?
Okay. Oh, as a result, yeah, that's good. You know more?
Can you give me a key or an example?
Okay, so these are just what you know. So all in all, to sum up, as a result, overall,
Overall,
okay,
yeah.
overall, mm, you could also
In
say,
conclusion,
in this one, in conclusion, yes, that one, or for these reasons,
uh,
yeah, it's actually just quite the same as what you usually do in your writing task too. Your conclusion there,
yes,
that one. So there you go, a lot of phrases. So please don't forget to use one, Felix. You know that, right?
yes.
All right. And now, no questions about this part.
No.
Okay. Now, here, okay. Our subject verb agreement, financial incentives. Should we use is here?
Are
Okay, just one really minor actually. Are, and then leader can give. Mm. Leader can, should we just use one leader? Should we just say leader? Or let's generalize it?
leaders.
Okay, let's just generalize it. Everyone, not just one leader. So you know that already. Okay? And now, all right. So here in general, here, Felix, let's improve vocabulary variety. So now, instead of repeating because you use like good, bad, some, or like people, like something like that. So you have repeated these words actually. So we can also just add something like this, like motivation, influence, emotional intelligence, constructive feedback, resilience, and decision making skills. Something like that there. So just improve or upgrade our vocabulary variety. Because here for part three, yes, you have used good words. You know already a lot of good words. So just upgrade it and don't repeat the same words all over again. So use synonyms. You got that
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. And uh, for our, I just want to clarify the pronunciation of this one, please. How do we pronounce?
Frustration.
Okay, that's so much better. Yes. Because earlier you mentioned something first, like there's like C here. You remember? The frustration, something like that.
Oh,
So you noticed?
I didn't notice that.
But yeah, that's what I actually wrote here on my end. So just that one. Just the pronunciation. But when it comes to your pronunciation, Felix, actually, like no huge problem when it comes to your pronunciation. There's just a few words that we have to like enunciate clearly only, but overall it's good. So for our part three, what we have again to work on is our conclusion. Please don't forget to add one conclusion and you have to vary your expressions. Transitional devices. Okay? Questions then about everything, clarifications.
Can I see the
Mm.
question and my response on the document?
Yeah, I actually pasted part one already, so I paste parts two and three after our class. But just a heads up, maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed some words because yeah, I couldn't really hear you well, but I'm gonna try my best to paste everything. Okay? Anything else, Felix?
Can I uh, get something about the next topic?
Yeah, just like what we did last time.
Yeah, this time. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, of course, no pressure. So I'm just gonna paste it in our document this time. So,
Also, sorry, I can hear you clearly.
no, you can hear me well.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Now I can. I
Ah,
can. I can.
that's so. I'm gonna type it here. Just check. Okay. So let me check. So still the same two topics. Ah, okay. One, this connected actually for part one. We're gonna talk about buildings and scenery. So they're connected, right? Like views and then scenery.
Okay.
So this time, yeah, you have to be more descriptive here, Felix. I will be expecting you to be more descriptive here. Use,
Okay.
yeah, adjectives, please. Okay. And then for part two, let me check part two. Okay. Mm, okay. Let's just have part. Okay. Expensive item. Is this enough? Do you think this is enough?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, right, that one. And okay, so they're connected. So part three about money, about donation, about mm, money, donation, less, we can say less important things. Is this, do you think this one is enough?
Oh yes, it's in.
Yes, just that one. So, okay. Again, part one, buildings and scenery. So, scenery, I will be expecting you here to be more descriptive again. And
Yeah.
expensive item, and yeah, about money. So, connected. They're connected, of course. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes. There you go. So, we're gonna have the same process, but next time, Felix, do you want us to still follow? Like, are you still working? Or are you a student? Do you want to have that or just proceed to part one right away?
What do you mean consider power?
Because earlier we followed the process, right? Like, hello, this is
No, no. I think there's no need
no
to
need.
proceed.
Okay, so sure, right? There's no need to follow that one. So just part one right away. Okay. So do you have anything to add or everything's good?
No, everything is good.
Okay. All right. So I guess that would be all for this afternoon, Felix. Thank you so much for your time and I'll see you next time. Bye bye,
Thank
Felix.
you.
Thank you so
Bye
much.
bye. Thank you.